Welcome to Cozy Nights, a nice quiet place where you can leave your troubles at the door and just relax. I'm your host, Noe, here with my friend Michael. So please sit back, get comfortable, and let's see if we can't make you laugh a little, maybe learn a little. All right, guys, welcome back to Cozy Nights. I know we had a bit of a hiatus and without any explanation, but it was Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, and we all had to watch the Super Bowl. Fan or not, everyone has to watch. It's a tradition. It's actually law in the whole world. Everyone has to watch Super Bowl. And whatever your team is, whoever you like, you got to watch Super Bowl, at least for the commercials. But anyway, let's get started with the news as always for Cozy Nights. We'll get started with an interesting one that I found yesterday on CNN. They already revealed the cast for the Fantastic Four.
Oh God.
So we got my boy Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic himself.
Pedro Pascal, isn't he the one that plays Mandalorian?
Yeah. And Joel from The Last of Us. Man can play everything. We got Vanessa Kirby as Invisible Woman Sue Storm. We've got Ebon Moss Bachrach as the Thing Ben Grimm. And we got Joseph Quinn as the guitar guy from The Stranger Things as the Human Torch, Johnny Storm. The movie is slated for July 25, 25. Or July 25, 2025. So next year.
Just be prepared for another Michael B. Jordan version.
Or don't be. You never know. They could be gold.
You're going to get people's hopes up now.
Hey, man, Pedro Pascal can pull off anything. He could play JFK in a fucking autobiographical adaptation. All right, next up on the news, this comes from KFOR in Oklahoma, in Pauls Valley, Oklahoma. This man, Michael Carden, he received a water bill for a whopping $4.89 million. My God, I guess he used so much water in the whole fucking world that he got a $4 million bill.
He drained a full aquifer.
I guess he's Aquaman. The worst thing is it was dated for auto withdrawal on Thursday, so he would have just been hit with a negative from the bank.
No, the bank wouldn't even let that go through.
Yeah, it turned out it was he got it sorted out with the water department. The whole city is having a citywide computer problem, and all the customers around there are having weird bill fluctuations.
But think of the person that only had their bill changed by like $50.
So they're like, oh fuck, another Yeah, that's true. They probably
like that one at least stood out.
They probably just paid him. Was like, fuck it.
Exactly. Now it's like,
what about $50 at?
You motherfucker.
All right, next we got from the Associated Press. This happened in Jasper, Alabama.
Oh God.
This one is fucking wild. These thieves stole a 200-foot radio tower.
What?
A 200-foot radio tower.
How do you steal that?
With I guess determination.
I mean, well,
it's in a place called Jasper, Alabama. It's a very secluded little small community, and the radio tower is like in a secluded woods, along with the actual station, and no one goes out there that often because it's a small market, so they don't have as much traffic. And these two guys from maintenance went out there to check on the radio tower, and it was gone. It was gone, and the building next door to the radio tower with all the recording equipment also stolen. And the poor guy that runs the place, Brett Elmore, who took over from his dad, who did it in the 1950s. This radio station has been around since the 1950s. Brett Elmore, the WJLX general manager, took over the place from his father, and he's like, well, they just ruined his whole fucking community, is what he says. Because the station has no insurance. It's like 60 grand to 100 grand to get it. He said like you could have just stolen the radio equipment, but the tower's the one that's the real.
Right, the hard to get back.
Because it's a radio tower that's 200 feet tall.
I think I've heard this story, or there is another story similar to it.
Probably similar.
Where somebody stole a TV antenna, I think. But where they just took the whole thing. Because they were taking it for the metal.
Yeah, that's probably what they were doing too. He said that most likely they cut the wires that held it up. It came crashing down. No one would have heard it that far away.
Right.
And they just cut it into smaller pieces and shipped it out. But man, a whole fucking tower, 200 feet long?
That is crazy.
People are determined that when they steal, they steal.
God, crack is a hell of a drug.
No kidding. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Meth. It's like, I'll cut this up. Go get that battery powered jigsaw.
Imagine driving past it or something. You're like, we could probably steal that. It had to be more than one guy, even more than two.
It had to have been more than a
So
couple.
done it like in a whole night.
I mean, I'll put it this way: I've seen meth heads re-roof an entire roof faster than Mexicans can do. So
Imagine Mexicans on meth.
I know.
My God, we could build the Tower of Babel.
They do coke, they don't do meth. That's the difference.
All right, the next story comes from Boston. It's the Associated Press as well. That's what I get most of my news stuff is from the Associated Press. They got an oddity section. I love the oddity stories. This passenger tried to smuggle mummified monkeys from the Democratic Republic of Congo into Boston for his own consumption.
For his own consumption?
Yeah, it's called bushmeat. Yeah. Bushmeat's illegal in the United States because of the high levels of disease it might cause, like Ebola.
Right.
So he wanted some mummified monkeys.
Huh. Which reminds me, you saying the mummified part. Did you know that there used to be a paint color called mummy brown? The reason it was called mummy brown is because they used real mummies to make it.
From where? Where they just finding mummies to? Who would sell them mummies to use to grind into paint? How long ago was this?
Early 1900s?
Yeah, because it wouldn't be now. It'd be
No.
a huge outcry. Like, you guys are just eating, you just breaking down mummies, huh? Like, just all these tombs in Egypt just fucking broken into.
Yeah, but my point is why is that your, you know what? Make a good brown paint.
That's a good point.
Like, what is wrong with these people?
They always have the weirdest
They
idea.
want to eat mummified monkeys. They want to make paint with the mummies. Like,
I'm still wondering exactly what the monkeys would do beneficially for you, other than give you Ebola. You get a worse strain of HIV.
it gets syphilis from it.
I mean, let's be honest. You don't be eating mummified anything.
No.
Bushmeat. The fact that I found out what bushmeat is upsets the hell out of me now. It's like this, apparently it's either raw or very low processed meat. They call it bushmeat.
But you're not in a situation that you.
Even if I was in the woods, I still cooked the meat I was eating.
My point is, this guy is flying from the Congo, flying to Boston, is where you said, right?
Yeah, that's where they caught him.
Okay, you have the money to fly back and forth, but yet you don't have money to buy regular meat? That's the point I don't get.
I guess there's something special about the mummified monkeys.
It's a mummified monkey.
I'm just saying, like, some bullshit medicinal benefit he heard from somebody. It'll get your dick so hard, bro. Bro.
He probably told him.
Yeah, I'm dead. That's exactly what happened. I'm probably dead serious. Like, bro, it'll get you so fucking hard. Like, he's tried Viagra. He's tried
He tried mummified monkey.
It'll get you all dick hard.
No, once they were talking about some kind of other like chemical that had nothing to do with it. It's like it's a street drug called mummified monkey.
And it's just Viagra with fentanyl or some shit.
But he took it as literal and went to go get him.
We went all the way to the Congo. You'd be surprised the lengths men would go to be able to still fuck.
I know, my gosh.
Not being able to get to your dick hard is a true embarrassment for a guy.
At that point, I just say, fuck it, I'm done.
But you can't though, because you can't fuck anything.
Exactly.
So you can't say fuck it, you're done, because you can't. So you gotta keep going.
Okay, you say I can't fuck it.
This next one is also from the Associated Press. New York City man named Calvin Batista, no relation to Batista the wrestler. 38. He was placed on 1 year probation and fined $5,000 for trying to smuggle Burmese pythons in his pants from Canada back to New York. Man paid $2,500 for these snakes. He put them in a bag, and he put them in the inner thigh, and he tied it with the little drawstring of the pants.
Are they illegal there?
In America?
No, I know they're not illegal in America.
I guess because they're part of a thing called they're regulated by the international treaty and by U.S. federal regulations
Right.
because they're listed as injurious to human beings. I mean, they're Burmese pythons.
Right.
They will fucking kill you when they get big enough.
Right. But okay, he was coming from Canada to New York.
Yeah, he was smuggling them in.
My whole point though is you can buy a Burmese python in the U.S.
I don't know what he was
Like,
doing.
why would you cross a border thinking, oh my,
I'm not a stupid man. I don't know. The links stupid men go to for bullshit, you would not imagine.
because Burmese pythons are not illegal in the U.S. to own, as far as I know. Because the only reason
Maybe he couldn't get the permits that he needed.
not to have a permit,
The fucking
not to
thing.
just own one.
Well, he did something wrong then.
And the reason I say that is because that's why they're a
Invasive
species in Florida.
Florida, yeah.
Because you never had to have a license to get them then. Now you do now in Florida, yes. But
Maybe.
that's Florida though, not New York. New York, they'll die if they're left outside.
Yeah.
Like that's why they're not a invasive species there.
I don't know. It's weird. But he tried to smuggle them in. Maybe they're cheaper. He got like a bunch for like $2,500. Maybe like 10 grand a piece or something. Who the fuck knows why? Now he's paid $5 grand extra on top of the 25. He's fucking down $7,500 and still has no snakes.
That's
Plus a 1-year probation.
that's why I'm saying it's more of just stupidity. Like, what? You can't think like a dumb person. It's just hard to do.
That's what I'm saying. Like it would never cross your mind. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why we can't call the
Number one, I wouldn't want a snake. Number two,
Yeah. Number two, I wouldn't want a fucking Burmese python. It gets big enough, it'll kill my dog. And then it gets even bigger, it'll kill me. You wake up one day and it's just wrapped around your neck. And they are deceptively strong.
Yeah.
Be like fighting a bodybuilder with actual work strength and not show strength.
right.
It's a scary thing to die by constriction.
I mean, do you remember? No, you weren't. You weren't in that class in school, but she had pythons in the class. But she had ball pythons too. She had one giant Burmese python, an albino one.
How big was it?
13 feet.
That's a big boy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And she used to let it go across the floor.
Fuck all that. You better put that motherfucker in the back of this goddamn cage before I crack its fucking skull with a chair.
I remember being in class and I tapped somebody's leg underneath the table.
They're like,
I remember that. Like distinctly, I remember doing that.
give a man a fucking heart attack.
But where I was going with that is that even the ball pythons, because you could put them on your arm and then just sit there, because they were not giant snakes. They were about 2.5 feet.
I hate snakes.
But you'd let it sit there on your arm and they would wrap around and just sit there like they had nothing else to do. But they were strong,
Even as small as they were.
even as small as they were, is my point.
Scared.
So imagine getting constricted by a giant snake.
I also have a PSA. You cannot outroll a fucking gator. They probably think like if it gets me right, does his death roll, I'll roll with it. No, you won't. It will rip your fucking limb off.
Yeah.
The-
The only way you can beat it,
Go
alligator
straight
is
for
to
the
cut.
eyeball.
Or shove your hand even farther into its mouth.
So the gator's like, ooh, kinky, huh? And it fucking eats the whole arm.
No, the reason I say that is one of those gator wrestlers or whatever, it's that flap that's at the back of their throat. They close it when they go to bite you because of the water.
Uh-huh.
But if you pop that like extra layer of skin in the back, it forces their airway to open, so they release automatically because they don't want water down into their lungs. Like it's like a reflex.
I'll be like, you show me first, then see if I actually have the mental capacity to remember that as I'm flailing for my fucking life.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my God.
Well, there's a guy that did it. That's the only reason I even know about it.
Lucky man.
Just bah.
I don't even know what my strategy would be if I got fucking caught by an alligator.
Well, it
I
caught
guess
his
my
arm.
strategy would be to die.
No.
That's my strategy. It'd be the same like you can learn all these skills and like survival tips and like if you're a fighter, all these boxing techniques and all that.
Mhm.
And then like you watch them fight, they forget everything, get the hell beat out of them.
Yeah.
Like it's so much different when you're there.
That's why those jiu-jitsu fighters in MMA,
Uh-huh.
they irritate me. Because there's a stat that says 80% of all fights land on the ground or end up on the ground.
Mhm.
That's only for police
That's also for sexual encounters.
You end up on the ground with your face down, ass up.
80% of the time, it's on the ground. Sometimes it's standing.
But they always quote that percentage wrong. They always say it's 80% of all fights end up on the ground. That's only police encounter fights.
Because cops like taking them down, huh?
Exactly.
They love their they love their people face down, ass up.
But street fights do not always end on the ground. Sometimes it takes one hit and then the other person just falls.
That seems to happen a lot, by the way.
Yeah.
On these X videos for like Fight Club and all that.
Yeah.
Someone's always getting knocked the absolute fuck out.
Yes.
And I'm like, damn, how is weaker people's chins? Or how strong are these motherfuckers swinging? Because like it's always someone like, and then they have the most cartoonish fucking knockout.
Yeah.
Where they kiss their knee when they go to and then they hit the floor. You know what I mean? Some weird thing.
Just buckle.
Or like like a buckle, and it's like it looks so like inhuman.
Yeah.
Like a sack of potatoes hitting the ground.
Yeah. I've also seen a lot of jumpings.
Jumping, see 8 people whipping someone's ass.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this ain't fair.
Or a lot of sucker punches.
Nah, those are well known, yeah.
And those are bitch punches, I think.
Hey man, if my life is in danger, you're getting socked in the face.
If your life is in danger. But to go up behind somebody and just smack them from behind?
What if it was a pedophile and I knew it? That's a motherfucking pedophile. Boom!
If they were in the process, maybe.
They were like, what if I had a little app on my thing that every time I'm 2 feet away from a pedophile, like a sex offender, it pops up.
Start swinging?
Oh, it's a fucking sex offender 3 feet from me, and I fucking put my Spider-Man helmet on and just fucking beating the hell out of him. Are you fucking pedophile? Yeah. We should went in on tangent about Burmese. I don't know how we ended up on people me beating up pedophiles, but welcome to Cozy Nights.
It all comes back to the Burmese Python.
Yeah, we started with Burmese Python, went to alligators, and went to fist fights for some reason. Then we went to fucking 80% of the time into 20% of the time.
Yeah.
The standing fucks.
Yeah.
You ever had a standing fuck? This shit is exhausting. When you have her like in a fireman's carry practically. Shit is fucking grueling. It's like, damn girl, my back's killing me. Or when you gotta power through a cramp. Powering through a cramp fucking kills.
Yeah.
You're like, ah. Anyway, so we're done with the news and we move on to Cozy Kitchen. And I have a fucking awesome story for all you about the double Big Mac.
I know this one.
Yeah, you know it well, because you were there. So it was last couple Saturdays ago. And my good friend Michael and I, we decided to go have ourselves a little snack after our session. So we decided to go to McDonald's. We went to the mall, or Walmart too, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I bought a 6 pound, 6 pound, I think, wasn't it? Fucking 6 pound bottle of ketchup. Holy crap, I forgot about that.
For $4?
For $4, I bought a 6 pound bottle of ketchup. I bought ketchup like to last me a year. Shit, it was only $3.98.
Yep.
Of course I bought it. 6 pounds? Oh, that's a deal. And so we go to Walmart, and then we go to McDonald's, and I should have known there was something wrong. Because I wanted to try the double Big Mac. And if you guys haven't heard what the double Big Mac is, it's basically a double Big Mac. It is it is 4 patties and like 15 pieces of bread. It's what it looks like. And it's only limited time. So I was like, all right, let me get it before they stop making it. And by the way, I would have called it the Big Mac. They went with the double Big Mac, whatever. And so it's late. It's like 10 o'clock at night. There's no way to go in because they closed the lobby. So we go through the drive-thru, and I should have known there was something wrong because I was like, "Excuse me, do you guys have the double Big Mac?" And she's like, "Yes." I should have known. I should have known from the heavy sigh of defeat.
That exasperation.
Yeah, I should have known from that moment there was something absolutely wrong.
Yes.
And so, by the way, it's my fault for not checking my food before we left. So I get a double Big Mac. And you get like a big double or something.
Yeah.
You get an order of fries. I get a large order of fries and a small order of fries. Which for some reason they gave me a large and a medium, which was and yours they gave you like half of fries. You didn't notice it. You got home like, hey, you had a medium and it was only half. It was halfway full. They done fucked us over. So we go back to my place, and we're dividing up the food because he's about to go home. And I open up mine, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" Because no, you give me the box, and I'm like, "This box is real small for what would have to hold a double Big Mac." It's like it was smaller than a Big Mac box.
Yeah, smaller than a quarter pounder.
And I'm
Those
like, "What is
quarter-
up with this box? It's weird. Did they flatten this motherfucker down?" And so I open it up, and not only is it not a double Big Mac, it's not even a Big Mac. It was 3 slices of bread and 1 piece of meat. I was like, I was in absolute disbelief.
You got a half Mac?
I got a mini Mac. these bastards. I was devastated. And like the top, there was one patty on the top bun and the middle bun, and there was like a hole in the middle of it. They didn't even form it enough to actually cook it right. They like punched a hole in the middle just to be an asshole. And then the bottom was just the lettuce and the sauce. I was like, man,
Soggy as fuck.
the soggiest goddamn mini Mac I've ever had. And I was like, I didn't take it that to heart though. I know, like by principle, we should have gone back and got our proper food because that's what we paid for.
Right.
But you know, the stuff like that doesn't bother me that much. I just found it funny. I ate it regardless with my 2 fucking orders of fries, dry ass fries and fucking dry ass mini Mac. I mean, I don't know. Like I just found it funny.
Because it just shows that you shouldn't get super mad about stuff, but it's like more of like, come on, guys.
Yeah, like man, they did me dirty like that because it's just like not that big a deal. Like it is, but it's not.
It's funnier than it is making you mad.
Right.
It's like serious. It's more than disbelief.
Because I once went to Taco Bell and asked for some nachos, right? And I don't know what the fuck I did to them. I went home, right, because I didn't check into my food again.
Yeah.
And it was like the chips, right? And like the cheese was pre-dried on it. Like they melted it, they burnt it in the microwave. And it was all one solid piece of like, it was like 30 pieces of chips. It was all together.
Yeah.
It was all stuck together because of the cheese. And I was like, what the hell did I do to you guys?
Well, you know, Burger King uses microwaves in the back.
Well,
Because I've seen it. It's like,
so yeah, like, you know, food stuff never bothers me as long as it's edible.
right.
But man, I still have not gotten a double. I want a double Big Mac before they go away. And I'm just,
You got your own mini Mac.
they gave me a goddamn mini Mac. We went to McDonald's just now, and I was too afraid to get a double Big. I got 2 McChickens instead. They never do me dirty on McChickens.
You can't mess up a McChicken, really. But except for adding too much mayonnaise onto it.
Or when you ask for a McChicken and they give you a spicy one, and you're like, man, it's a hot one. Why is this so spicy? They did it to me once too. They gave me 2 spicy McChickens instead of regular. I was like, ooh. Because I wasn't expecting. I was halfway through. I'm like, oh shit.
It's harder than what you would think, too.
Yeah, you're like, oh, yeah, it does, doesn't it? You wouldn't think it'd be spicy. Like they say spicy drink like foods, right?
Right.
But you actually eat it, you're like, oh, that's a spicy boy. Oh, you know what got me with spices? Because I'm so used to it being Hispanic. Those black bags of hot Cheetos. Like they got the regular hot Cheetos, right?
Yeah.
They have these hotter ones in a black bag. And like you even touch them, and if you put like a thermometer up to them, you can actually show it hotter than normal. But like I ate like 3 or 4, right? And I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, and like they were fucking hot. And then I took them to I bought my coworker one because she didn't believe me, and she ate like a bunch of them at first, right?
Oh.
And then she stopped. And like what I tell you, she was like.
It's like what is it, the Takis? No, they have the different levels of heat for those. Doesn't it go up to like the thing blue?
Then they start immediately to like just hot.
Well, they're hot, but then there's like the blue ones, which are like Inferno.
Blue ones taste like ass.
Do they?
They don't taste like anything. I mean, they're like regular Takis, hot, right?
Right.
But they're blue. Double diba do ah. I do the I'm blue. Every time I say anything blue.
Da-ba-dee, da-ba-da.
Yeah, I'm very annoying with that.
That's-
It's like, hey, the sky's blue. And some little kid tells his dad, oh, Dad, the sky's blue. And I just come by.
And then he's going to just start saying that every time where it whispers like brick underneath his voice.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I got done dirty with a mini Mac.
Always check the food that they give you at McDonald's.
But I feel like I should trust McDonald's over anybody.
Should.
McDonald's never does you wrong. The bank will do you wrong. A lawyer will do you wrong. Your insurance will do you wrong. Not McDonald's. They always do you right.
They did you McDirty.
They make dirty as hell. They McBent me over and McFuck me.
They McPlow down.
They got the McCondoms that just went to McTown. Oh, God dang it. McDonald's. You're all I have in life. Don't fail me like this.
If it, they fucked you hard.
Oh man! All right, so that's it for Cozy Kitchen. I forgot to get a recipe, so we'll have to do one next week. So we'll do a little bit of life stories I have for you guys. If you remember the last video for Cozy Nights, I talked about that homeless woman that was turning tricks in the supermarket bathroom. Well, I have an update actually.
Oh God!
Yeah, they caught her. They caught her last week during Super Bowl Sunday. And threw her out. We're walking in, me and my cousin, right? And she's walking out like, "Me stupid motherfuckers, man, you can't throw me out, man. What the fuck?" And she's just swearing up a storm. So she leaves, right? And we shop for like 20 minutes. And we get out, and she's outside almost fist fighting another homeless man. She's like, "Man, I'm gonna knock you the fucking." And the guy's like, "You better not fucking touch me, or I'll knock you the fuck." Yeah, they're just going off and right next to the fucking door of the supermarket. They're just fucking screaming. Like, yeah, I feel bad that they have to be out there in the snow and cold, right?
Right.
But I mean, you know.
Well, when you're turning tricks in the bathroom.
Yeah, of course they're gonna throw you out. Try to get that dick and some money, and she was tossed out this time.
I wonder how many times she's been tossed out since then.
She's probably not coming back. She's probably banned from the store. Although I would love a third update.
See her out there with a sign next time.
$5. That's all it says on her sign.
Have you seen that one, that clip going viral right now where it's got this one lady and she's got head on the go?
Head on the go?
Yeah.
The hell's that mean?
Where she's got a service where she'll come to you and give you head.
Oh, God.
1-800-HEAD now or something like that.
You know, you say that, and there's a phone number in the bathroom at the flea market I go to that says, "I love to service senior men." So some person put up some other person's phone number up there just to be an asshole. I'm guessing a friend did it to another friend.
Yeah.
About that they like to service senior Mexican men, and because someone came in and tried to erase the number, and I don't know if it was a prank. Like, imagine somebody put your phone number up in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd be mad as hell. Like, stop calling here. I don't suck dick. Just you hang up the phone. So I don't know whether it was a prank or if it was real because I never called the number. Like, why would I? I don't want some random fucking hooker. And so yeah, she got tossed out this time. Super Bowl Sunday. All right, so my last story is because of Super Bowl Sunday. It was that we were at the flea market, me and my cousin, and we had quite the snowstorm. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was
luckily nothing really stuck.
No, yeah, and it was just really cold.
Yeah,
and of course, how ironic on one of the coldest days of that time frame, my cousin's car overheats when he gets up to the flea market. So we go out there to put coolant in the system, right?
Yeah.
And it is just pouring horizontal rain. I'm like, God dang, it wouldn't be during this time, wouldn't it be? He just, "What happened, bro?" And I was like, man, it is fucking pouring. So it took a whole gallon of coolant. Yeah, like
God, what the hell was it? Where was it leaking from?
I don't know. Because when he got home the next day and checked it, it was empty again.
It's all leaking into his oil.
I guess so. I don't know. And so we're watching the Super Bowl. This is all after. My aunt had left because she's afraid of the snow, so she wanted to get home early. Well, it was still raining and hadn't transitioned to snow yet. And we just manned the fort while she was gone. And we're watching the Super Bowl. And that was this commercial. Because that's what I want to watch Super Bowl for. I should have watched it on Nickelodeon, by the way. It was a much better commentary team than the regular Channel 9. And the commercial was like showing various people washing other people's feet. So it was like a cop washing a nurse's feet.
Yeah.
A preacher watching a little boy's feet, which is probably a bad idea. It was a mom washing a stranger's feet. Like, it was all people washing someone's feet, right?
Right.
And then this was like 5 minutes long. This commercial, it probably wasn't, but in my head it was.
Yeah.
And the commercial at the end was like, Jesus didn't hate. He washed feet. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
It was the stupidest.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know, because I knew.
You guys decided to give Jesus Christ a foot fetish. With the internet now, as savage as the internet is now,
Yeah.
you did not think that someone, you did not cross your fucking mind.
Well, not just that, but I know I have some Christian people that I know, and like devout Christian. Like, obviously, you know, everybody can have their own religion, but they're like devout Christians and Catholics, and they were pissed.
I imagine so.
Because, like they said, it's not that Jesus just washed feet. It's that he also condemned the sins they were doing. Like, what are you talking about just washing fucking feet for?
Yeah, he could also, you know, make a furniture. 'Cause he's a carpenter.
Like, what the fuck are you people doing?
But I could not, like, because I knew how the internet is.
Yes.
And they were going to give Jesus a foot fetish. And lo and behold, the next
Yep.
day.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yep. Because it's one line in the Bible. It has nothing to do with the feet itself. Like, they made a whole fucking commercial about feet.
And I was, like, really taken aback. I'm like,
What's the point?
Like, where is this commercial going? Really, what I wanted to know.
Right. And then Jesus gets us. Like,
Is he going to wash my feet? Because I don't want anyone touching my feet. It's
exactly.
the last thing I want someone to do. In fact, put some socks on. I don't want to even look at your
I
feet.
don't even want to see your fucking feet. Like, during the summertime, I hate it so badly. Like, you go outside and you'll see the fattest motherfucker wearing flip-flops. Put on some fucking shoes. Nobody wants to see that nail that's all fucked up and shit.
Well,
Nobody wants that.
some people have seen some people have got white the tarantula or the pterodactyl toes.
Just get chalk on the bottom of your foot because it's so dry.
Ouch. Yeah, it was an odd commercial.
It's a
Like, I understand the message is like, you know, you should accept everybody regarded and don't spread hate, spread love. But I mean, the washing feet part, I don't understand. I don't want to touch anybody's feet.
no, and like I said, a lot of the Christians that I do know, it's like you focused on the wrong part of this. It's like you even worded it wrong.
Yeah.
Like,
So yeah, that was weird. We had a weird Super Bowl.
yeah.
This all happened, by the way. The hooker getting tossed out, the snowstorm, the coolant problem, and the commercial all on Super Bowl Sunday. Well, that is it, everybody, for Cozy Nights. So please, I hope you guys enjoyed and tune in next week for more.